Way, hello viewer. Hello viewer. Today it is a Wednesday, July the 12th, 2023. I am Indiana Brown and out, and I trust you are all doing very well today on this evening's stream /podcast. We are discussing a few goings on in the entertainment and the social media, a couple of little tidbits. But, and it's a big but, before we begin, you can find us here on the YouTube, or if you prefer your entertainment in the podcast form, we are also on Spotify. The links are in the description. So, if you've not shut down for the evening, as I always say, lots to get through. Well, there isn't, but shall we get the guest out? You know it. Of course we should. Okay, let's do it. First, watch out, War and Peace. He is the Star Wars novelist. It's the Jester from Leicester. Swap Shop.
Yay!
Yo!
How's it going, everybody? Good
How
to
are
see
you, my friend? Been a while.
I'm all right. It's a bit of a shame we're not doing another epic Star Wars-a-thon, but I can live with current affairs for the moment, at least.
Yeah, a little bit of trivia shit, you know. What, you know?
Why not?
Bit of bollocks. Normal service.
That's what the channel's all about. Bit of bollocks.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Not Brian to. How dare he go on vacation?
I know. Well, he's in the chat,
Selfish
so he can't be
bastard.
that much on vacation.
Selfish bastard.
He always is. What can you say?
How's the? Have you finished that book yet?
Yes.
What? That's a no, folks.
Well, I've got editing to do, you know, so I can't say it's finished, but you know.
Anyway, for the folks at home, that's a start. You're writing a Star Wars novel, aren't you?
Indeed, I am. It's a sequel to The Force Awakens, don't you know? And it overrides everything that was in the shitty Last Jedi.
Do we know how many words? How dare you?
I don't know. How many words are there?
All of them.
Yes.
Anyway, please finish it.
Yeah, all right. I'll let you know when it's all edited and all that shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great to have you on, mate. Should we get the next body out?
Why not? I know who it is as well. I feel privileged. The chat don't, but I do. Hey, get them out.
From a VPN far, far away. We need. Do you know what we need to do? We need to get him a Star Wars. You know the type as it scrolls up the screen. We need to get one for this guest, don't we? And just play
opening crawl for the next guest.
Yeah, I think we should. From a VPN far, far away, it's the golden reach-around droid of choice. It is Zee-ThreePIO.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Brown.
Yes. Hello there.
Hello there.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Tonight I'm broadcasting from a top-secret secluded location, and I have been marked safe from Hugh Edwards.
but not Schofield, just Hugh Edwards.
In the chat, Smilex. There you go, folks. Form an orderly line on that one, pal.
Oh, he's in early.
So how's Uncle Owen? Not asked for a while.
He's on holiday, sir. So I've got the whole ranch to
it's
myself.
Not Brian, is it?
I'm saying nothing without my solicitor present.
Brian's been doxed, everybody. Brian is Uncle Owen.
I didn't know it reached all the way to Tatooine, but you know, you learn something new every day.
What you fail to realise there is when he's on these streams, he's putting on a Scottish accent. That's his greatest voice of all, because he's confused you into believing that he's actually Scottish.
Lots of planets have a Scotland.
Well, lots of planets have a north, don't
Mhm.
they? Moving on. Okay. So you're well, Zee.
I am. Yeah.
Great to have you on, mate. You know that.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Hello,
We
chat.
need to, hello, chat. We need to get you an opening crawl. I was going to say scroll. Can we do that?
Yes.
I think we should do it. It'd be great.
Yes.
In fact, do them for each of the guests.
I
Good.
believe there is a place where you can generate them.
There is.
And then just a case of screen recording and dumping them into little MPEG files and playing them as and when you please.
Yes. Right, we'll need to do that. So great to have you on, mate. Shall we get the last body out?
Oh, let's. And
Okay, and last, but by no means least, he has. Well, let me start again. And last, but my script was off a bit. Sorry. And last, but by no means least, he's the wise elder of the channel. You know the rest. He's the great mega geek himself, Ian David Diaz.
Hello.
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 Not eating tonight, Ian?
Actually, I might do. I might actually have something to drink. Is it warm where you are?
No.
No, really? It's still warm over here. You know, even though it was cloudy today, it was still quite warm and sticky. So
It's always warm on Tatooine.
Yeah. I
two
guess.
sons.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm all right.
So, yes. How's it going then, Ian?
Yeah, it's going all right, I guess.
Oh, Ian.
Yeah, life, eh? Life will chew you up and spit you out.
And
suck you
the mods were going to try and promote your they were going to promote your Rebecca Gold this evening.
Yeah, if I can complete the damn thing.
Had some bad news, haven't you?
Yeah, someone's dropped out, but you know it's
not Rebecca Gold, is it?
No, it's not. No, she's been brilliant actually.
Yeah,
Ella, she's been really good. But I just had there's certain things I have to complete. So, but anyway, I would appreciate people subbing as well because I'm trying to get up to 2K on the Rebecca Gold channel. So if there's anyone that hasn't subbed, I would appreciate if you can sub. Got some good stuff on my channel. Anyway,
so here you go. Look at this timing.
Oh,
Romeo,
yes.
Romeo, Tango, November, Zulu. Check out Rebecca Gold, everybody. And there's a link.
He's been really supportive, actually. RRTNZ has been very supportive.
He's a good lad, isn't he?
Very nice guy, yeah. Very nice guy. I appreciate it.
Oh, here you go. Smilex. If you need a last-minute replacement, Brad Pitt type, I'm available.
Okay. Excellent. Well,
okay.
Shall we get on with it?
I think we should, yeah. Okay. Let me throw some stuff up. If I remember. Here we go.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Brown, did you actually go and see Mr. Cruise's new film?
I didn't.
Oh,
Friday
okay.
morning.
Oh, are you going to see it Friday? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. £13 for a ticket.
Wow.
So I thought, even though I said I was going to get a full price ticket, it's £4 Friday cheap.
Well,
that
you
means
know.
I could see it 3 times. But anyway. Okay. So TBA number 3, everybody. Hello, chat. We can see you. We've said hello, but hello again. Hello, hello, hello. As we said, normal service will be resumed as soon as not Brian brackets Unclowen is back from vacation. If you've made it this far and you're enjoying this, please like, share, subscribe, all the usual stuff. We're trying to get to 3,000 subs, and then we're going to do the 12-hour mega stream of Attack of the Clones.
What if we... Is that contractual obligation there? 12? It's going to be 12 hours.
Well, you don't have to do all 12. I'm sure you can just drop in and out.
I was going to say, you know, what if it doesn't take 12 hours? What if it only takes 6? Do we like loop it back and start again?
We could do the slides backwards.
Oh, interesting. No one's done that before.
Yeah.
All backwards.
Well, there's no... what's his face isn't in it, is he? Liam... Big...
Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Aww.
I'm sure we can still bring the knob gags in somehow.
Oh, I hope so. Here you go, Nicky Rellahan, £5. That's real money, folks. Real money. I was worried you wasn't going to do a live stream tonight. So was I. Glad you did, Brownie. Hail panel, hail chat, hail Nicky, hail everybody. And please consider donating to the channel. Nicky's already done it. Links in the description, pin message, all the usual stuff. Okay, so I was going to say who's seen this, but we've had a few dropouts, haven't we, Z? So you
Yes,
haven't.
Mine's going to be delayed for a couple of weeks, unfortunately. I have a service pending.
Yes, mine is Friday. I do believe Mega Geek, he was going to go watch it again.
I did.
you?
I watched it again. Yeah.
So obviously no spoilers.
Mm.
So impression on the second time around then?
Second time around, I really I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed it just as much as I saw it the first time. I've got to admit though, the story's really thin. It's one thing I realized watching it second time round, the story is quite thin. But if you look at the history of how they made this, they basically had a locked off screenplay, but they had to change it because of COVID. And so they had this big sequence in one country, and then COVID happened, and then they couldn't go there again, and then so the story had to keep evolving because of COVID. So I can understand the film more now since I know the history of what actually happened. So, but Tom Cruise is it's a really really good film, edge of the seat stuff, and I think you guys will enjoy it if you like action stuff. So. There you go.
Here you go, folks. Steve Casaboom or Cosaboom. Many good rave reviews. Yeah, I think Drinker said it's going to. Critical Drinker said it will dominate the box office.
It is. It's a really good film. As I said, it's you can tell though. I mean, I think thinking about it again, I think the last film was slightly better than this one. But as I said, I understand why this film is like this because of COVID, and it started. What is it? Did it start in
2020?
2020. Do you know what I mean? That's how long it took to actually get the film done. Do you know what I mean? And plus, as I said, I had to keep swapping countries all the time because obviously because of COVID and stuff like that. They wanted to blow up some bridge at one point, and I think and they wouldn't let them. And then I had to go to England, and then you know what I mean. So it was real hard for all of them to actually complete the movie, but they did it. So, and it is worth watching. Yeah. It is worth watching this.
Here you go, folks. Actually, Andrew, I watched it 6 out of 10. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Here you go, folks. Bank of Hostman Socrates for $5. Thank you, my friend. I actually haven't seen Succession, Yellow Jacket, Better Call Saul, or The Crown. Any of them worth my time? What do you think, fellas?
Better Call Saul is worth your time, but the thing is, you have to be patient. If you're the kind of viewer that will just watch something and want something fast, like McDonald's, rather than a 3-course really great meal, then you're not going to like it. But if you like 3-course meal and appreciate really good food, then you'd love Better Call Saul.
If you like a steak dinner, I'd recommend The Crown. I was glued to that throughout.
Oh, was you?
Yeah,
wow.
I thought it was great.
Really?
Have you seen all seasons then?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Cool.
Going right up to the 80s. So it's quite enjoyable, actually. I know it's a dramatization, but it is based on historical events. So it's kind of great. I understand the Queen hated it and refused to watch it.
Rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, I think was it? I don't know if the Queen hated it. I think Philip hated it. Did the Queen hate it too?
Rest in peace.
I'm pretty sure I read that. But if I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me. But yeah, even though they change actors from season to season, it's still engaging, and you still believe they're the same character.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. I mean, it's worth watching for I would say Matt Smith and Olivia Colman alone. It's worth watching.
Swappers,
What are we talking about?
have you seen any of them? You're too busy typing. Have you
What,
seen
you
any
mean-
of them?
Were we talking about The Crown, or were we talking about Mission Impossible?
We were talking about Mission Impossible.
Right. Okay. I just want to get that straight first. You know. Yes. Haley Atwell's tits. Yes, indeed. Very well.
Okay.
Is he gone?
And demonetized.
Here you go, folks. Tim, I like saying this. Hannah, Better Call Saul is a tour de force. It is.
It is. The thing about Better Call Saul is
It
you have
is.
to, you first of, if you've seen Breaking Bad and you like that character, you'll have it wouldn't matter to you. You'll just keep watching the show. But if you don't know anything about Breaking Bad and you come in cold into Better Call Saul, I think you have to be patient with it. But it does. Every episode gets better and better as it goes along.
You've got to get. You've got to get through the first 3 seasons. 1 and 2 are not so bad. Season 3 is a bit of a, and then it starts to pick up, and then it starts to get really good.
I liked all of them.
Sounds like a night in bed with me.
Well, I kind of liked all of them. I thought all seasons were really entertaining.
Here you go. Abject mediocrity. I'm watching The Crown solely for Mountbatten's fragging. Ooh,
Sounds like a porno.
yowza!
Got blown up, didn't he?
You did?
Sounds like a porno.
Okay, I nearly missed a super chat there. Sorry. Here we go. Romeo Tango November Zulu for 20 NZ dollars. Thank you, my friend. The plot of MI7. There's a thing they have to find, steal, recover, or the world is fooked. There's only one plot for all the My movies because it works. And Cruise's charisma and willingness to nearly kill himself carries it.
He does carry it, but again, you know, the one of my gripes on the Mission Impossible films is that it's all about him. Do you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, he's surrounded by other performers and other characters, but it would be nice if the characters surrounding him could have, you know, just as much of a stake in what's going on, just like him, if you know what I mean. I mean, they do, but they don't, if you know. Like, for instance...
Well, he's the lead.
Yeah, he is the lead, but the thing is,
Mission
Impossible was about the team in the TV show, wasn't it?
Ah, okay. Right, okay.
So do you know what I mean? It's just, like, for instance, the guy, I can't remember his name, Ving Rhymes, or whatever his name is. He's got a part in the film, but it's not big at all, right? And he's one of the major players, but it's not big. I mean, he should be doing. Do you remember in the TV show there was a character called Barney, and he was black, and he's always going through tunnels and setting up stuff and stuff like that. You know, there's no character in this that does that for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, maybe it's just one of my gripes, but you know.
I'm looking forward to the inevitable porn parody.
I think they've already got a few.
Really?
Yeah, I think they've already got a few.
The last one I saw was Missionary Impossibility Sex. I think it was, but
I hope Ailey Atwell stars in it. Anyway, okay, let's move on. So yeah, can't wait for Friday morning.
Actually, Haley is really good in this film.
Oh, she's just fantastic.
Yeah, she's got a really good part in the film, more so than Peg and Ving. Do you know what I mean? You think that those two are, you know, veterans of the series. You think they'll have bigger parts, but they don't, which is kind of weird.
Yes.
Hopefully, in the second one they will.
Friday morning, folks.
That comment from Nikki Relihan was very good. I like that one a lot. Mission
Um,
Improbable.
sorry, the chat moved up. You mean this one?
Oh, genius.
Oh, Friday. I'm assuming most chats. Are we all going to see Mission Impossible? I know a couple of the peeps are going today. Dark Hour's going.
Another thing that I just like to say about this film, this film is very much like a James Bond film. It's more so than the rest of them, this one. Because remember Ian, when we were doing Spy Love Me,
Yes.
and it started off with the submarine.
Yes.
And this film starts off with the submarine. I mean, they copied a lot of stuff from the James Bond films.
Because it works. That's why.
Well, I mean, literally
Tried and tested.
rip off scenes, though. They've ripped off scenes from the James Bond films, which is kind of odd of it.
Imitation is flattery. Common people. 50
Real money.
£50 real money.
You're going to share that out, Brown? Come on.
Yeah.
How much to buy the? I think you've already bought it, mate. How much to buy the channel, or have I already? You have, mate. As my old dad used to say, not so funny when it's your mum, is it? Very true.
That's what she said.
Is he paying in installments then? Has he got like a payment plan?
Probably.
I don't think so.
Set one up.
I don't think so. £50, unbelievable. Thank you, common people. That's just generosity beyond.
He now owns your ass, Brown.
Well, he can have it. Okay, so Friday, bring it on. Can't wait to see it. Right, so guess what, folks? It is award season. All the nominations are coming through.
What is this?
So I thought we'd do all this and then kind of avoid doing it on the Sunday show. So there is the Hollywood Critics Award. And then there's the Emmys. So we'll do these first. We'll do the critics. So 2023 HCA TV Award nominees for Best Actress in Drama Series.
Actress? Are they assuming their genders now then?
Oh, yes.
Ooh, that's fighting talk.
Slippery territory, that is.
There you go, see?
I took a screen grab of this one. I only know two of them.
So do I.
Okay, Aya Cash, The Boys.
Which one's that one?
Pass.
First one, top left.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha.
Blow it up, Brown.
Yellow Jacket.
Okay.
No, she played Stormfront, who was the
Oh, right. Yeah, she was all right.
Who's Stormfront?
The
What?
Yahtzee. She was the Yahtzee, wasn't she?
Can't have a woman that's a Nazi, surely.
Yeah, she was good, actually.
She was.
Ella Purnell, Yellow Jackets. I've never seen Yellow Jackets. Gwendolyn Christie, The Sandman. I won't read the next one till last. Mackenzie Grace, The Handmaid's Tale.
McKenna Grace.
Her as well, yes.
She was in Ghostbusters, wasn't she?
Oh, was she?
Yeah, she played Egon's granddaughter, yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Melanie Linsky, The Last of Us. Stream killer. Michelle Forbes, Star Trek Picard. Fair enough. She was.
Oh, she was good, yeah.
She was. Get this, folks. This is why I took this. Best Actress in a Drama Series. Lizzo.
Guest actress.
Yes.
And she did very little in the way of acting in that. I don't know why she's even got a bloody nomination.
Fucking Lizzo, Mandalorian.
She ticks boxes. Of course she's got a nomination.
Jesus.
Load of rubbish.
I wouldn't want to tick her box though.
Stream killer.
Lizzo though. Lizzo. Really,
There you
Lizzo.
go. Not Brian, Lizzo. I'm numb. Numb.
Well, you would be after Lizzo's been on you, mate.
I don't know what to say, folks.
Did we get through them all? Who's the bottom? Who's the bottom ones in there?
Was that I think that's the woman out of. She looks like the woman out of Mission Impossible.
I don't recognise those three on the bottom right at all.
No, neither do I. I don't recognise any of them, to be fair, other than Lizzo. But then I'm sad.
Mackenzie Grace, I recognise. She was in the last Ghostbusters film. Yeah.
The last three are Regina Taylor for CSI Vegas, Tamara Clatterbuck for Will Trent, and Vanessa Kirby for The Crown.
She was in Mission Impossible, Vanessa Kirby.
Yeah.
I'd vote for. I can't quite make a name out because Brown's eye test is ridiculous. But Tamara Clutterbuck, I would vote for just for a name alone.
Clutterbuck, yes.
I've seen The Boys, Sandman, Mandalorian, Last of Us, Picard, and The Crown, but I think I'd go for Aya Cash. She was suitably malevolent.
I still need to watch the Boys because you lot were going on about it so much, and I really need to watch it now.
Here you go, folks. Bank of Osman for $5. They gave Kansas Karen from The Last of Us and Race swapped Death from Sandman a nod. Boo. Also, Lizzo played the perfect Death Star. She did.
Destroyed the series.
Was that Lizzo? What's going on?
Nominated as Best Guest Actress in Lizzo.
I mean, she put in a stellar performance. Don't you remember it?
It's unbelievable, isn't it, how corrupt Hollywood has become, more so than ever. In fact, everything's been corrupt in this world. Everything. Politicians don't give a shit. Everybody. Just the people in charge just don't care.
No, why should we? Why should we?
Here you go, Fiona M. $2. Cheers, Fiona. Keep losing the marker when trying to check her box.
That's because she keeps eating it.
Lizzo, what the hell?
Just unbelievable. Anyway, so that's the actress. These are.
Hang on a minute. I'm seeing something distinctly wrong with this lineup.
These are actors.
Never
Shall we
seen
go through
their
them?
genders.
Try not to.
We've only got one diverse person in this lineup. That's not good, is it?
Okay, Alan Cumming. Is he?
Is he?
Oh God. Oh.
I saw this TV show. I don't know if it's cancelled. He played a professor that was hired by the police to solve crimes.
It's not called The Good Fight, is it?
I can't remember what it was called, but I was watching 15 minutes of it. After 5 minutes of it, he goes to this pub and kisses his boyfriend. I just thought, nah, turn off.
Okay, off. Okay.
Yeah, off.
Andy Serkis. That will speak at once.
What's he for? That Andy Serkis is for?
And /or.
They've got nothing to vote for, have they? All these shows are absolute bollocks, aren't they? Apart from Better Call Saul.
Yeah, but you know they've got to have an award show, haven't they? They've got to have something. They've got to stick people on there.
Ariane Moed. Succession. No.
I've never seen it. I hear it's good though.
Never heard of it.
Bradley Whitford. Law and Order. I don't watch Law and Order. I know it's
I
big
don't
in
watch that.
America. Yeah. Bryan Cranston, Better Call Saul, even though he was in it for about 5 seconds.
Exactly.
Guest
It was
actor.
good to see him. It was good to see him. Giancarlo Esposito, the Mandalorian. That should have been Better Call Saul.
Yeah, he was great in Better Call Saul, wasn't he?
Murray Bartlett in something. Who's
Show More? One? Is there a show called Show More?
Yeah, Show More, highlighted in blue. Nick, who's the other one? Nick.
Zee will know this.
Nick Kroll, What We Do in the Shadows.
He's on every meme in the world, isn't he? That guy,
the guy with the beard.
Yeah.
You've also got Pedro Pascal for Saturday Night Live, Simon Helberg for Poker Face, and Steve Martin and Martin Short for Saturday Night Live.
What's Timothy Dalton for?
Paul Reiser as well. He'll have been in The Boys probably. Dalton, yeah. Some quality actors there. Shame we've not seen hardly any of the programs.
Anyway.
Oh no, that's Best Actor in a Comedy Series. I was looking at the wrong thing. Best Guest Actor in a Drama Series, yeah. Murray Bartlett and Nick Offerman for The Last of Us, Paul Reiser for The Boys, and Timothy Dalton in The Crown.
Hold on, so is this award ceremony broadcast, or is it just award ceremony that just for the actors? And
this one isn't. This is the the top critics in Hollywood. This is the kind
the
of
ones that have been paid off.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Oh well.
This was the Hollywood Critics Award, who didn't even give Better Call Saul last year a single award. So it just shows how much they know. Anyway, okay, let's. You got super chat. Zee-ThreePIO Paribus for $5. I'd actually watch if they left categories blank and said none this year. Make better shite, you hacks.
Yeah, no, I'd watch that, definitely.
Yeah.
There's some truth going on. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Not going to happen, though, is it?
Nah.
Okay. Who would we give the award to out of those folks before we move on? What do you reckon? Best actor?
I think
Timothy Dalton.
He's always good in everything.
Yeah, Dalton. Yeah.
I think Serkis is always good. I've not seen any of these. I've not seen any of these performances whatsoever, apart from Esposito in Mandalorian before I stopped watching. So I'd probably say Serkis is probably the best all-round actor out of all of them. But Dalton's just always been great, isn't he? What?
But Andy Serkis's performance in Andor was the best thing about Andor.
I can imagine he's such a damn fine actor. I'd probably say Giancarlo Esposito for playing Gus Fring. Brilliant. Here you go, Bank of Postma for $5. Now, these are some nominees, minus the Mando one. Hope Serkis wins. He nailed it in Andor. There you go, folks. So, shall we move on?
Move on.
Okay, let's move along. Nothing to see. This is the same HCA and Best Drama Series. Was it streaming? So here you go. So 1923. Anybody?
Never watched it. Don't even know what it's about.
No, didn't watch it.
Andor.
Oh, I know what it is. It's the prequel series to Yellowstone.
Yeah. I thought it was the sequel to 1917, but moving on.
Harrison Ford's in it.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
And Helen Mirren.
Yep. Get off my lawn.
Okay, so 1923, Andor.
I mean, I know a lot of people like Andor, but for me, it was like watching paint dry, and I hated it. So I hope it doesn't win any awards at all, and I hope they don't bring it back because it was absolute bollocks as far as
it's coming back.
It's getting a series 2, mate. It's getting a series 2.
Yeah.
They can kiss my ass.
I know that the Lord and Critical Drinker liked it.
Mm.
Bad Sisters. Never heard of it.
Nope. Is Lizzo in any of these?
Probably. Queen Charlotte's Bridgerton story. Pass.
No. No, thanks.
Star Trek Picard.
Yeah, standout season 3, fantastic.
Yeah, but it doesn't say which season, though, does it? It just says Star Trek
No,
Picard.
it'd be season 3. It'd be season
It's the 2023 award, so it must be the last season.
Okay.
The Boys.
Yep, good show.
Did we like season
Worth my
3,
time.
folks?
It was okay.
Yeah, I quite liked it. It felt like a return to form from season 1.
Season 2 was a bit daft, but season 3 really picked it up a bit.
Yep.
Here goes The Crown.
Yep, love that. It's great. The great thing about The Crown is the closer you get to when you were born, you start to remember the events that happened.
Oh, okay.
And then watching them play out from the other side of the palace walls is quite interesting. I know all the dialogue is effectively made up because nobody really knows what went on in there, but it's still riveting watch nonetheless.
Sounds like you'd recommend it.
I would, yeah.
Well, there you go, folks.
When they go beyond, when the cameras turn off and they go back like behind the balcony window and close the curtains, they all turn into lizards. Because if they do, I'll watch that.
Did they do the bit where the guy creeped into Buckingham Palace and sat on the Queen's bed? Did they do that in it?
Yes, I think they did. Yes.
Oh, nice. Okay. Cool.
The Diplomat.
That is absolute rubbish. So two episodes, that was enough for me. If you like men getting told off by women, watch it.
Oh. Handmaid's Tale. Here we go. Timing. Melvin Deeply. The Handmaid's Tale is shit. Not seen so many hideous women in a TV show since Cell Block H. Wow.
Wow. I used to love Cell Block H. Maybe I should give that a shot.
Here you go, Drew Gordon. Boys, S1 was okay. I thought S1 was really good. S2, shit. Yeah. S3 was better, but still lame. Yeah.
You're not selling it to me now. I was going to watch that. And I think
you should watch it. Seriously, it's disgusting as well. So that's one of the good things about it. Seriously, that's one of the good things about The Boys.
Okay.
Mandalorian. Fucking hell.
What a heap of
Why is it even nominated? I mean, what show would you nominate on this list? There wouldn't be any of the. I wouldn't have nominated any of these shows. To tell you the truth, maybe Picard, maybe, and The Boys. But the
where's
rest
Barry?
Well, Barry's last season wasn't very good. Let's face it; it was okay, but it wasn't. Yeah, I think
the ball, didn't it?
They did, didn't they? Yeah. Big time.
If these are all getting fucking award nominations, then my nan's cooking channel on YouTube has got a better fucking chance because that's way better than any of these.
Tulsa King is better than most of these.
Yeah, where's that? Yeah,
that's because it's too male and it's too, it hasn't got a they, them, if, but, whatever in it. Do you know what I mean?
Here you go. Actually, Andrew, Andor wins easy. Do you know? I'm kind of thinking that it should be between Andor, Picard, The Crown, perhaps.
Maybe we'll just have to wait and see. I bet it's going to end up being Bridgerton, though,
because it's diverse,
and it's whatever the critics have been paid the most money to like. But anyway, let's move on.
They don't. Black people don't realize that things like Bridgerton is mocking them. I mean, just so that they have a black queen in this new thing, right? You'll never have a black queen in England ever. I mean, that's just mocking them, isn't it? Let's face it. That's what they're doing. Right? They don't realize that's what they're doing.
It reminds me of that Christmas special of Doctor Who from a few years back.
I was about to say that. Yeah.
Here you go, folks. Black lives or black votes. Hollywood is bogged down on shite TV. I think we're all bogged down on shite TV, to be fair. Romeo, I like Andor. Slow but worth it. Yeah.
There's so many people that say they like it, and so many people say they hate it. You know, it's so weird that it's so strange.
I'm in
Not
the
everyone.
hated camp.
Yeah,
I really did not like it. It was, you know, they got to try and capture you in the first 3 episodes, but they didn't. They just went so slow. It was, you might as well just watch the snail crawl across your table.
How's the snail doing now?
It's doing all right, actually.
There you go. Tom has some thoughts. Critic bribe budget went way down in Bridgerton S2. Yowza.
Who cares?
Speaking of quality entertainment, John Z and the Chits, highly trained assassin Rebecca Gold goes rogue.
Watch Rebecca Gold. Watch Rebecca Gold in any of these. Just go and watch them.
How come that hasn't been nominated?
And donate to his GoFundMe because I think he needs new actors.
I do.
That's a show you will be guaranteed to love. Honestly, forget all this shit. Forget all of it. Just go and watch Rebecca Gold. Just watch that.
There is a link in. I always put a link to Ian's prologue. I know it sounds like a medical condition, but in the description. So I'm sure most of the peeps have seen it, but check it out. It's wonderful.
Just don't get it mixed up with his prolapse. You don't want
Not as good as Picard or
No, no, it's not.
The Boys, but you know, needs must. Anyway, should we move on?
Move along. Barry.
Okay, I think we're on the Emmys now. Bill Hader, has been nominated for Best Actor, Best Director, and Best Writing for Barry. What do you think of that,
I
Ian?
think, I mean, even though this season was a letdown, I think he deserves that nomination. Because I actually honestly think he's a really good director. If you know what directing's all about, he displayed it incredibly in this last season. I said, even though it was a bit of a letdown, but you can't fault the direction and you can't fault the performances either in this. So, and the writing wasn't that good, but I reckon he probably won't win, but I reckon he deserves to be nominated.
It dropped the ball for me, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
I'm intrigued by this show. What's that behind him? Is that a car park full of shaving foam?
Yeah, probably. Snow, no doubt. I don't know.
When they jump forward, I know why they did it, but when they jumped forward, was it 8 years?
Something like that. No, it was 5, wasn't it? Because their son was 5, wasn't it?
No, I thought
their son 5.
Was 8.
No, older. 8. Yeah, you're probably right. 8 years.
Oh, I know why they did it. Because it helped with the end of what happened, but
the end doesn't make any sense because that woman, what's her name, should have been arrested because she was unless she spins the story that she was under duress, but it doesn't make it clear, does it?
There's nothing quite as frustrating as a series that you're invested in, and then they fumble the ball right at the end. What do you think?
Sounds a lot like that serial killer TV show.
Dexter.
Dexter.
Yeah, they did that too.
But that came back, so maybe this can come back.
No, when it came back, it was great. It was well worth my time. That series when he came back. So yeah, I think they brought it back just to say sorry about the last season. So yeah.
What other series fumbled at the end? Breaking Bad?
Lost,
definitely.
Yeah.
House MD, definitely. What else? Dexter, definitely.
Enterprise ended on a really duff episode.
Yeah, they did. Oh. That was one too. That was
that stupid holodeck thing.
Yeah.
Quantum Leap as well, I think.
Quantum Leap ended bad. Yeah. Didn't even know that guy was God or not. Who knows?
Here we go. We nearly forgot this. Not Brian. Oh, sorry. Chat moved up.
Absolutely, Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones season 8 was dog shit.
I felt it going downhill at the end of during 7. I just thought, I think I'll end it here. I'm not going to go any further.
Yeah, everybody's saying Game of Thrones. Look, oh dear,
Game of Thorns.
Oops.
From evening movies as well, James Bond,
X-Files.
X-Files.
There you go. Yeah. I'm kind of thinking Game of Thrones is the biggest.
Yeah. It's really, they should just leave well alone when something is good. Yeah, I got to admit, Elementary did end badly. I mean, it ended in a way. I'll tell you what didn't end badly. Mentalist gave the audience what they wanted on the last season, so that didn't end badly.
Hardcore porn.
What hardcore? What?
Hardcore porn.
Moving on. Here you go, Tim. I like saying this, Hannah-Bomb. I skipped Game of Groans altogether.
So what would you think is your favourite series ending from any series at all?
I was just trying to think that.
Easy.
Go on,
chat. Any series you've been pleased with when it ended? Chats. Go on, guys.
It's tough to beat Battlestar Galactica for me.
Which one? The 70s or the new one?
Oh, the reboot.
Oh, the reboot. Okay.
That was incredible. Absolutely incredible.
6 Feet Under for me had the most perfect, poignant ending that I've ever seen. It was.
Didn't they not bring it back?
No.
They brought it back.
Not 6 Feet Under.
Yeah, they did.
When?
Oh no, I'm talking. I thought, I'm mixing it up with that British show. You're talking about that
swiftly
show,
on,
right?
Moving swiftly on.
Because that had Dexter in it. The guy who played Dexter, right?
Yeah.
Here you go. Yeah. Amelia Bedelia, Angel.
Never watched
I don't know how Angel ended.
Romeo, Sherlock turned into insufferable shit in its last season.
It did.
It did.
Mm-hmm.
Tim, I like saying this. Hannah-Bomb. Sopranos.
Get some breath freshener, Brown, for fuck's sake.
Well, I think so. I think Sopranos ended okay as far as I was concerned.
Here you go. Jim D. Lost was fucking amazing until the final season.
Well, it had potential to be amazing, yeah, but it all depends on how you land it, and it couldn't land it, could they?
No, it couldn't.
Oh, I'm just trying to think what was good.
I absolutely, in the 90s, I absolutely adored Space Above and Beyond, but it only lasted one season. That was tragic. It really pisses me off when a great show that you know is great and has got such great potential just because of some idiot studio exec thinks, oh no one wants to watch that.
Nobody watched it. That's the problem. Even though it was good, I watched it. Here you go, Jay Goodwin. Blackadder is definitely satisfying. Yeah, Blackadder.
Oh, perfect ending.
It made me sad. The ending. Babylon 5.
Oh.
I like the way that Babylon 5 kind of looped back with the whole time thing. I thought that was great.
I will say, Fiona, Babylon 5 was close.
They landed
close.
They landed it?
Yeah.
Forget season 5. If you'd have watched season 4 and then forget season 5, then watch the last episode of season 5. Yes. Perfect.
I thought the final 4 episodes of Star Wars The Clone Wars really nailed it as well. I really enjoyed those.
Did anyone ever watch in the 90s? There was a lot of like these shows around. I never really watched that. I always saw them and never watched them. Was that the show with Kevin Sorbo in it with the big ship, the White Star? I can't remember the name of the show.
Andromeda.
Yes, there was that as well, and I never watched it, but I always wondered what it was like because it was
it was all right actually.
There was
okay. It was okay.
It wasn't
as well.
It wasn't
really
bad.
Yeah, Andromeda wasn't bad.
I mean, if a show runs for a long time, it does really end badly. I recall watching every season of Magnum PI, which I really loved, and then the ending was just absolute nonsense. It really was. You're like, well, why did I end it that way? I think they just run out of ideas, I think.
Here you go, Johnny Lawrence's mum. It's an unpopular opinion, but I like the way Buffy ended.
Yeah, so did I. And when the whole of the town just disappeared, it just got destroyed. That was a really good ending. And the last line in it was, "What do we do now?" And that's how it ended. So
you go, yeah,
really
Jim D.
good.
Love
Really
Buffy
good.
ending. Yeah. Fiona M. Yes, everybody did die in Space Above and Beyond. Yes.
They kind of, they didn't, because they knew they weren't going to get another season, so they just thought, well, fuck it.
Jim D. Stargate was good. Yeah, ended quite well.
What's worse is when they end it perfectly, and then some idiot decides to bring it back and they destroy the legacy. Like, for instance, Only Fools and Horses, when they got that watch, and it made them millionaires at the ending. That was the perfect ending. And then bloody Sullivan brought it back and spoilt the whole thing. It was just ridiculous.
Here you go, folks. At least I'm right. Here you go, folks. One of the rare occasions I am correct. R2, exactly right on Babylon 5 at Mr. Brown Alliance. That's me. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know.
It does always make me a bit hesitant to get into shows, though, because you invest a lot of time, don't you, in these things, and they do go on for years and years and years, and then just for them to fumble it at the end, it's just soul destroying.
Here you go, Romeo Tango November Zulu for $5 NZ. I was just thinking this, my friend. Great minds. My favorite TV endings: Blackadder goes forth.
Yeah, that was very sad. Fringe should have ended in not the last season, but the season before that. I don't know why they carried on with it, but anyway.
Justified. I don't know that one.
Don't know that one.
And I was actually going to say this. Star Trek TNG, All Good Things. That was a great.
That was a fantastic episode.
Yeah, that was a great one. That was.
It's difficult to see that by season 7 it was so fucking amazing, that program. It was impossible to see how they could have fumbled the end of that.
Yeah.
Also, what about the most disappointing ending that you never saw coming? Sapphire and Steel. You ever see the last episode of Sapphire and Steel?
Never. No. That was weird as hell. That show,
did not win at the ending. It was, and I don't know if they wanted to carry on the season, but it ended in a downer. You were like, what? Anyway, yeah.
Oh, DS9 had an amazing ending as well.
What about Blake 7? That ended in a downer as well.
Yeah, but that was a great ending.
It was a good ending. I got
Star Trek Voyager. Quite enjoyed the ending for that.
It was rushed though. It
needed another episode to finish it off. Yeah, it needed another episode, but
it did. Yeah.
Okay, so shall we move on? So there is good TV. Shame it's all old TV, but anyway, let's move on. I will say it's not April 1st, everybody. It's not April Fools. Obi-Wan Kenobi has been nominated for Best Limited Series at the Emmys.
They've got nothing to nominate, have they? I mean, this show was abysmal, isn't it? I mean, they got nothing to. There's nothing to be happy about with the TV shows that have come out lately, isn't it? I mean, this show was absolute nonsense. I haven't seen it. I only saw one episode. That was enough for me.
Here you go. Actually, Andrew, up this, yeah.
Good Star Wars. Yeah, that's something I haven't heard for a long time.
Is there anything good that's been nominated?
What, for Best Limited or Anthology Series? You've got Beef on Netflix, Dharma, Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story on Netflix.
That was great.
I think that's going to win. Daisy Jones and the Six on Prime Video, and Fleischman is in Trouble on FX, which I haven't watched.
Dharma was really terrifying, some of those episodes. So
I need to watch that. Blue Man was into that, wasn't he?
Yeah, really, really scary and disturbing. So that should win. I mean, if they give this an award, that would be a crime.
It was a crime watching it. And it was a crime reviewing it, wasn't it, Z?
It was painful.
Can you believe that was a year ago?
Why would they be giving this an award? I don't understand.
Because of diversity.
So it's not an award for the show?
Of course not. Otherwise, they'll have good stuff to be nominated. This was absolute bollocks. And it's got black people in it. It's got white people in it. It's got diversity.
So it's an award to Disney. It's like a pat on the back, say good boy or good girl or good they them.
Well done, Kathleen.
For checking boxes.
Yes, common people for £5. That's real money, folks. Stop spoiling all these endings, you bastards. As my old dad used to say, you go get the turnips and I'll take off my leg. Wow.
We've all been there.
Okay. It would be funny if Obi-Wan won, wouldn't it?
No, it'd be terrible if it won. They might greenlight a second season.
Oh, greenlight a second season and 3 movies and get Rian Johnson to direct.
I'd watch that, believe it or not.
People are scared to talk up about this woke Hollywood, but believe you me, the strike in America is helping them to fire people. So I wouldn't be surprised if Disney lost a lot of staff and a lot of TV shows that are not coming back.
Yeah,
we're going to get a lot of future entertainment that's been written by AI.
Oh, I thought it had been. I can never say this. Sorry, Ohio Pigeon. Obi-Wan was shit. It was, but there was a highlight, wasn't there?
When he hid Princess Leia under his jacket, you mean? That one, that highlight.
No, it was the Rest in Peace Calculon.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Wait.
A year ago, can you believe it? Fucking hell.
How could this be nominated? It's badly written. Sorry?
It's badly everything.
There was only the Calculon scene that was any good. That was the best writing, ironically, for a droid that didn't say anything, and that was the best scene, the best writing. Can you believe it?
Would have been better just having 9 episodes of that droid just going about his business than
R2, rest in peace, Wade. Yeah, Wade.
Wrong film.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But that film's better than that shit.
Quaid.
No, you're freaking me out. Stop.
Okay, the final episode of Better Call Saul has been nominated for Best Writing at the Emmys.
And if there's any justice in the world, this will
win.
win. This will win hands down. The final episode, I thought, was very satisfying indeed.
We'll try not to spoil it for anybody, but yes.
Yeah.
Mega Spider-Man, Better Call Saul, yes. Smilex, open your mind.
Yeah.
Quaid.
And he got shot.
Right in the head, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Great TV, this, wasn't it, Ian?
I thought so, and I loved the ending. I thought the ending was it basically everyone got what they deserve in the end. That's what I thought. So yeah,
it's got a very good chance of winning because both of the key writers, Gordon Smith and Paul Gould, have been nominated separately.
Wow.
So it's got 2 noms in Best Writing for a Drama Series.
It's very good. It's the photography's brilliant in it as well, as far as I'm concerned. Right across the board, this show is one of the best TV shows ever made, in my opinion.
If we'd have watched this program, say 10 years ago, we would have considered it just ordinary television.
Mm.
But because of all the shite that we get nowadays, it's just standout TV. They're not reinventing the wheel with what they did. It was just normal television. It's just everything else around it is just so dog shit. It's just making this look like a masterpiece, which it was. But Ego Iceman, it was very well written show. Yes,
It was. It's very good. Performed as well. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, you can't help but like the main character, even though he was a bit of a con man.
It's up against some tough competition. You got The White Lotus and Succession on HBO Max. Last of Us as well on HBO Max. Bad Sisters on Apple TV, and Blandor.
Blandor.
I think Andor's going to do well.
I hope not, because that means we'll get more paint dry TV.
Well, we're getting a second season of Andor regardless, so we're just going to have to grin and bear it on that one.
Well, I'm not going to be watching it.
The second season at least has K2SO going for it.
I've been told off, everybody. Sorry, Brian. Sorry. Brian's right, everybody. I'm wrong. Okay. Not Brian. Being a trifle unkind, Brownie, that's me. Better Call Saul was pure art.
I would go as far as to say that you're right, not Brian.
Sorry, Brian. I'll jump out the window later after the show. Sorry, mate.
It was well done.
It was. It was. Okay, so it's probably not going to win, but
I hope it does win.
Bob Odenkirk has been nominated for an Emmy for Better Call Saul.
And if he wins, he would have deserved it because it was a brilliant performance.
Zee, does he deserve it?
I don't know. I never watched Better Call Saul.
What? Wow.
So honestly, I couldn't say.
I could, and I thought he was brilliant.
What else we got here? We've got Jeremy Strong, Kieran Culkin, and Brian Cox in Succession. Pedro Pascal in The Last of Us, and Jeff Bridges in The Old Man.
Jeff Bridges, I haven't seen Old Man, but Jeff Bridges is a good actor, and Brian Cox is a good actor, both veteran actors, and they both know their craft very well. So I'm assuming they gave out great performances.
Yeah, so Succession's got 3 nominations in this drama category.
You go, Iceman, he should win hands down. Well, he should, but it's Hollywood, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a fair world. It wasn't ever a fair world, but at least it was a lot more fairer a couple of years ago.
Yeah, Red Sai, great actor, miles ahead of the competition. Yes,
he was a writer, wasn't he? He was a comedy writer before he became an actor.
Yes. Here you go, Fiona. Everyone gets a second chance. Schofield didn't. This was yours, Brownie. Better keep it tight from that. Yes, sir. Okay, I'll do my best.
It's ma'am.
Well, it is mom.
Oops.
Mom.
Fiona, mom.
Yes, mom.
Okay, so he should win it, but it's Hollywood.
No, it's the woke Hollywood. That's why he probably won't win. But there you go. I'll probably give it to Lizzo, even though she's not nominated. I'll give it to her.
My God, if Lizzo wins, fucking hell.
I think we should have a buddy cop type situation with future episodes of The Equalizer with Queen Latifah and get Lizzo in there. It'd be great.
Yeah. Imagine them getting into a car. The car wouldn't work.
It'd be like the Fat Copper sketch from the Far Show. It'd be so good.
God, yeah.
Here you go, folks. Tim, I like saying this. Had him on. Rhea Seahorn was the fucking best by any measure.
Who's Rhiannon Seahorn?
I'll tell you who she is.
Who is she? Oh, Kim. I didn't know that was her real name. She was great in that show.
That last episode where she just erupted.
Yeah. He loved her, though. He sacrificed his whole being for her. Totally. So, I mean, he redeemed himself. He knew what he had to do.
Here you go. Smilex, Kim Wexler. Yes, brilliant.
Yeah. In some scenes, she looked really hot, didn't she? In some
I kind of had a bit of a soft spot for her, yeah.
Yeah. I hope that's not insulting her, the way I say it. You know, she is hot, put it that way.
Now, there are 8 actresses in this category.
5
of them are from The White Lotus, which is Jennifer Coolidge, Megan Fahey, Sabina I can't even say it, Impeccatori, Aubrey Plaza, and Simona Tabasco.
Is that from The White Lotus?
That's all from The White Lotus.
Are you sure that's not a Chinese restaurant down where I live?
Simona Tabasco.
She's hot, she is.
She is, yeah. Aubrey Plaza's weird.
Why do I feel like I don't watch enough shite TV?
Because you don't?
Because all these names, all these TV shows, I've not watched any of them. Is it because they're shite, or
it's because there's too much on, Ian? It's overcrowded, it's oversaturated, and it's like, who's got time to watch every show now? There's just too much stuff to watch, you know.
Here you go. Jay Goodwin, down with the White Lotus privilege. Yes, very good. Thinking man's joke there, folks. Jim D. White Lotus season 2 was really bloody good. Everyone in the cast got their own plot arc. Surprisingly good.
What's it about, though?
Chinese restaurant.
About the guests and employees of the White Lotus resort chain.
Oh, okay.
Should we be watching it then?
I don't know. I haven't watched it myself.
What channel is it on?
HBO.
I haven't got HBO.
Should we be watching White Lotus, folks? Because I kind of think we need something to watch.
White Lotus. Can I have some spring rolls with that, please?
Well, we've got to fill in the gaps because Ahsoka's not till August.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
I can.
Am I being told off here? Probably. Abject mediocrity. No, Brownie, you haven't seen shit because you spent the last 6 weeks saving frames from the Phantom Menace. 16 hours. Can you believe it?
It's for a good cause.
Me. Okay. If Rhea Seahorn wins, deserved.
Yeah, I reckon so. Deserved. But she probably won't.
Deserved.
Because she's white. So there you go.
Deserve. Quality. She's fucking brilliant. Sorry, chat moved up. Here you go. Johnny Lawrence's mum. I liked the first season. Bored by the second. I didn't even finish it.
Is she talking about Better Call Saul?
No, White Lotus.
White Lotus. Oh, okay.
And Red Sai. No one is going to watch Ahsoka. What do you think to that, Z?
She is actually quite a popular character, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of Disney Plus's top hits. But judging by the trailer, it's just going to be another series of girl boss moments.
Yeah.
I'm kind of apprehensive about the whole thing.
But so was Obi-Wan. But so was Obi-Wan a popular character, wasn't he?
Obi-Wan. Well, he was.
He was, yeah.
Maybe we'll get Rose. Was her name Rosanna? What's her name? No, Rosanna. Who's the one that's playing Ahsoka?
Rosario Dawson.
Rosario Dawson. Maybe we'll get a shot of her in her car saying, "If you don't watch this show, you're racist and stuff like that, like all the rest of them have done."
Okay, so right, should we move on then? Okay, so there is some good news.
What's this?
Elseworlds Black Superman film from J.J. Abrams and I can never say this, Ta-Nehisi said to be cancelled.
Thank God. I hate to say this, but Superman is not black. And I don't care what universe he comes in. It's just create a new hero. Why don't you do Luke? Why don't you just bring back what's his
Black
name?
Luke.
Luke Cage or something. Or or some of the other black heroes that are in the DC universe. Just do that. Why do you want a black Superman? Why? Why do you need a black Superman?
I don't know. Chat, can you answer that question? Why do we need a black Superman?
We don't need a black Superman. We need a new character. We need there are hundreds of black characters in the DC universe. Pick one of them.
Go on then.
Hey, what?
You said pick one. I don't know any of them.
That's what I'm saying. All I have to do is pick one of them, or create a new one, and then you've got a black hero. That's what you need to do.
Didn't Abrams get paid $500 million contract?
Yes,
and he's not done anything, has he? So where did all that money go?
In his pocket.
So he's done absolutely sweet FA for $500 million.
Well, that's stupidity of Hollywood, isn't it? There you go.
My mind is blown. Swappers, would you like $500 million for doing sweet FA?
Oh, I have to think about it.
Go on then. Think long and hard, mate.
Long and hard. Long and hard. Long and hard. Long and hard. Long and hard.
Earth 23. What the? I can't believe this. It's absolute rubbish.
Here you go. Common people. I thought Black Adam is basically Black Superman. He is.
More or less. Then again, he wasn't black in the comics, was he?
Oh, here you go. Tim, I like saying this. Hannabom, he didn't actually get it. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. You're not doing much these days, is he, JJ?
I think he's doing a Hot Toys movie, if I remember correctly.
Where is he?
Yeah.
Movie?
Yeah, Hot Toys.
Yeah.
I think he's either producing it or directing it. Because I had a slide for Sunday, which I didn't use. Hot Toy film. Yeah.
What? I get, but.
Yeah, Hot Toys, the movie, yeah.
I think he fainted.
Somebody explain this to me.
Is it Hot Toys or those? What are those cars? It's the cars. The hot cars. Or,
you mean Hot Wheels?
Hot Wheels. That's him. Yes.
A Hot Wheel? What? You mean a cartoon?
Yeah. Here you go. Cheers, Titan. You helped me out of my fucking
Hot Wheels cartoon.
Hot Wheels. Yeah.
Why?
I think it's doing a movie. Yeah.
Do you know what they should do? They should make a live action version of
Rebecca Gold.
No, of I just lost my train of thought now.
Yeah, Hot Wheels.
Wacky Races. Wacky Races. They should do a live version of that. That would be awesome.
It would. Yeah,
it would. Yeah, you can get all big stars to play them all.
Who would play Dick Dastardly?
Ian, unfortunately, these days it would be called Wokey Races. Thank you.
Yes, 0 week, everybody. 0 week.
No, but I would get Jim Carrey to play Dick Dastardly. I think he'd be great.
That'd be good.
Yeah, and I'll get to play Penelope Pitstop. Who would play Penelope Pitstop? Maybe
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie.
Yeah, she'd
be awesome.
Captain Caveman.
The Antel Mob. I don't know who'd get to play them. It'll have to be little people, don't they?
Peter Dinklage times 8.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Have them all played by Peter Dinklage.
Yeah,
just in different outfits.
Yeah.
Captain Caveman.
I don't know who played Captain Caveman, actually.
Chris Pratt.
No, Chris Pratt's too big.
We need somebody with plenty of hair.
He could sort of bend over a bit, couldn't he? Sorry, I shouldn't have. No, never mind.
Here you go, Smilex. Tom Cruise can play the Ham Till Mob. Not Brian. I'd get Hugh Edwards to play Dick Dastardly.
Is Hugh Edwards the one that's
no, but no.
Oh, he has
common people. Lizzo can play Muttley.
Oh, Lizzo? No, Lizzo can play the planet. Oh God.
Racing across her ass, basically.
Yeah, Hong Kong Phooey live action. Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That would be good. Who would play Hong Kong Phooey?
A CGI.
Jackie Chan.
Well, who would voice him?
Side effects. Captain Cave them. Very good. Very good.
Oh, so good.
Smilex. Blackjack. Caveman.
That could be good. Yeah. Jack Black.
Yeah.
I just realised Blackjack is named after a sweet.
Yeah, I remember that. Do you remember that?
Yeah, Blackjack's great.
He used to have a gollywog on it, didn't it, when it first started?
Easy.
Moving on.
Calm down. Moving on. Moving on. Nothing to see. Moving on. Should we move on?
Yeah.
So if we can't talk about blackjacks, can we talk about fruit salads?
Oh, I like fruit salads when I was a kid.
Or is that
used
being
to get stuck to your teeth, though, didn't they?
I prefer blackjacks, but there you go.
Both of them used to get stuck to your teeth.
Right. Okay. This was literally announced just before we came on. Lots of Superman news is dropping and castings and stuff like that. Kind of going back to Barry, James Gunn, I am unbelievably excited for Metamorpho and this opportunity to work with Anthony Carrigan.
I liked him in Barry. I don't know what he's like in another role.
Oh, I thought I'd seen him before. He's in Barry, is he? Okay.
Yeah,
he's fantastic.
I thought
he played Victor Zsasz in Gotham.
He did, yeah, he did.
He's a very good actor.
You know what? They should have got him to play Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
He looks like Lex Luthor. Yeah. That'd be amazing.
Yes,
but why haven't they get him to play this character, though? It's like, why?
Because he's bald?
No, it'd be good. I said, he looks like Lex Luthor there. It'd be pretty good.
I mean, I think this movie is going to have some problems. It's starting to get bloated cast-wise because you've not just got Metamorpho, you've got Hawk Girl in there, you've got Nathan Fillion playing Guy Gardner Green Lantern.
Well, Nathan Fillion's playing Green Lantern?
Yeah, he's playing Guy Gardner version, not Hal Jordan, who he played in the animated series. So it's going to be quite jarring for me because a lot of the DC animated movies, he played the main Green Lantern, but now he's playing a different one.
Could have been worse. He'd been playing Jon Stewart.
Yeah.
I forgot he was in Guardians of the Galaxy, the last Guardians of the Galaxy film, wasn't he? He was quite funny in that.
You go, folks. Jim D. Even if Superman Legacy is the quality of The Dark Knight, no one is going to see it. Audiences have been burned out by this shit.
It's true.
He may have a point there, actually.
He's right.
Has anyone actually Metamorpho?
I've not Metamorpho, no.
No, me neither.
Very good. Going back to Jim D's comments, I think I've previously said this before. I don't think we're burned out by superhero movies. I think we're burned out by utterly abysmal shite writing now.
But who's to say that this is going to be any different, though? Because, you know, he does have to comply to some of this woke nonsense, old Gunn. And he will. He will have some woke nonsense in here. I mean, there's no way Jimmy Olsen's going to be a redhead and black and white in this film. And Perry White is again is going to be black. I don't understand this logic behind it at all.
Perry Black.
Yeah. I really don't understand. I don't like race swapping. I think race swapping.
Perry White's been race swapped. Right. Perry Black.
Who's playing him then? Do you know?
Lawrence Fishburne again.
Probably. I just think it's silly, and also they have to update it because now newspapers don't run the way they used to run in the old days, didn't they? Because of the internet and stuff like that. So I don't know what they're going to do with the Daily Planet. I really don't.
Just call it the Sun.
Yeah.
Okay. Great actor. Move on.
It's probably good casting, but I don't care.
Yeah. Lots of I think we kind of mentioned this on Sunday, but there seems to be lots of pictures being leaked now, and there he is, Wolverine.
He looks stupid in that costume.
Yes, no, guys.
He looks about as stupid as Deadpool.
He does, yeah.
It's comic accurate.
I know, but it does look stupid though. That's why they didn't put him in that costume in the first place. But you know,
do you think they're going to CGI a cowl onto him?
I hope
probably.
This ridiculous mask.
I mean, if anyone's seen the Bat in the Sun versus videos with like Wolverine versus Predator and Wolverine versus
I've
Batman,
seen them. Yeah,
they're great, and Wolverine looks fantastic there. You know,
he does, but I don't know. He just, but he still looks stupid though. You know, you can draw that stuff in comics, but in real life, it doesn't work as well. You know,
to me, it looks about as stupid as Batman.
Here you go, Amelia Bodelia. I'd do him.
Yeah. How old is he now? Is he in his?
He's same age as me. He's 50. I think he's 54.
He still looks good though. Oh, Hugh.
He does.
Well, I mean, he would if he's got a personal trainer that he spends 8 hours a day in the gym for like
getting paid for it as well.
Months. Yeah,
I'd do that if somebody paid me to stay in the gym 8 hours a day.
Exactly.
And cosplay, I'd do it.
You got to take your hat off to him though. He's been with his wife. He hasn't cheated on her or anything. Well, not that we know of. But his wife isn't. I mean, no disrespect to his wife, but she's not a looker. Put it that way. So,
Ian.
No, she isn't. I mean, you know, she by standards.
She's only skin deep, Ian.
What are you talking about? You like Hugh? What's her name? Bad Feet Woman. You like her, don't you? She's pretty, is she not?
Yeah, I like Brie.
There you go.
God. Oh no.
I do. I like Brie. I don't like her feet, but I like everything else about her. Maybe not a personality, but you know.
It's like Pierce Brosnan when he married his wife. She was like a model, and then she's not so much of a model anymore.
No, she's putting a lot of weight, but I mean, but he still loves her though. You can tell.
It's all about
footage and stuff. No, I mean,
a cruel mistress to everybody.
No, but you can see he loves her though, so that's nice.
Here you go, Bank of Osman Socrates, $5. That suits. I'll start again. That suit makes me think the Gimp from Pulp Fiction developed a banana fetish.
Now that's a film I would pay lots of money to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are we looking forward to this when it comes out? Deadpool, whatever it is.
I would if Disney wasn't involved. I would. Yeah.
I think they've been given free reign.
Yeah, it's still R-rated, and they've said it's a hard R. So
hard
because they're desperate for a hit.
Lots of violence,
aren't they? They are desperate for a hit.
The only problem is a lot of people are suffering from multiverse fatigue, and are they really going to want another multiverse film?
That's the problem, isn't
Tim
it?
does.
As soon as you hear about the multiverse being involved, you think, well, nothing actually matters, does it? Because you can just overwrite everything in a blink of an eye.
Well, at this point, it's both multiverse and time travel. Any of those rear their ugly head, and everyone's going, "Nah, I'm out."
Yeah, exactly.
Tim's looking forward to it. Deadpool 3 will be good.
Yeah, but the thing about Deadpool is that it really should be a one-off thing. I mean, to carry on like this, what does this mean anyway? Because in the comics, he used to speak to the audience, didn't he? By the columns and stuff like that. So, and he does in the film. He speaks to the audience and stuff. So he breaks the fourth wall. But then, how do you fit that into the actual Marvel universe itself? Is this a separate timeline or something? I don't know. It's just very complicated, isn't it? This.
Why don't you have Rebecca Gold breaking the fourth wall? That'd be great.
Nope. Nope.
Do you remember when moonlighting in the 80s used to be like, it'd just be full of that, didn't it? And it was all right for a while, but then it got really old really fast.
No, I mean, when the season one, season one was brilliant. It was funny. It was new. And then when it got to season 4, it just got worse.
It was just it was pantomime, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Here go, folks. Jay Goodwin. My great hope is that they openly mock the stupidity of multiverses in this flick. Yeah, that'd be good. Be very meta.
No, my hope is they mock the woke culture of today. Now that would be perfect.
Now you get me in the theater if that was definitely in there, or you get me watching. Absolutely.
Going quickly back to Jackman. Yeah, his wife is 67, so she's got about 13 years on him.
Yeah.
Fair play to him. Fair play.
Yeah,
did not know that.
Well, when you're in love, you're in love.
Yeah, he's not doing a Hugh Edwards just quite at the moment, is he? So fair play to him.
Hugh who?
Yoo-hoo!
I thought we were allowed to mention that name.
Moving on. Okay. Oh, here we go. Sorry, chat moved up. Sorry, chat moved up. Sorry, guys. Nikki Rellahan for £10. £10 is real money. Rebecca Gold breaks the fourth wall and punches the Mega Geek. Joking. You're awesome. Awesome.
That would be great if she could.
Okay. Are we allowed to have a bit of an update on the Rebecca Gold here?
Yeah, I've shot quarter of it. That's the thing, and there's loads of hurdles to jump over. It's a real struggle to actually get anything done with it. But I have shot a lot, and what I've shot, I'm very happy with it.
Yeah.
The performances from the both girls are absolutely amazing, as far as I'm concerned. I'm so happy with the performances, but there's loads of things that are in my way, stopping it from being completed.
Like life,
i.e. like actors getting work, stopping my productions in its tracks. But I'm still hoping to complete it. So I still have faith in humanity.
So you missing an actor now?
Yeah, somebody's dropped out. One of the actors that was has dropped out. So
important role, or
it was. So I just have to recast. If there's any actors out there that want to be in Rebecca Gold, I'm looking for a male. He has to be quite tall. He has to have no hair in his head whatsoever.
Okay, so far so good. Go on.
And has to look good in a suit and can.
Oh,
you're literally describing me, Ian.
Have we seen this character before?
Yes, you have. He's
not the bald geezer on that.
He is indeed, and
it's not. He's dropped out.
He's dropped out. Yes.
Oh,
I know. So you know, I mean, but these things they're here to try us, right?
Get his fucking house.
It's a great part. If there's any actor out there that want to take over that role, it's a really good part. You know, you can't get. Seriously, it's a really good part. You know, just drop me a line if you're interested, and you can act. You have to act. But anyway,
What's the name of the character?
Sorry,
what's the name of the character?
Zaid.
Yeah, I thought it might be. Yeah.
What about getting Anthony Carrigan?
Who's Anthony Carrigan?
The bald geezer from Barry.
Yeah.
Would be nice. Do you have his number?
Yeah. Email him. Here you go. Bank postman for $5. Cheers, my friend. Being incredibly generous. I just had a terrible thought. Are Deadpool and Big Green Jen going to argue over who is better at breaking the fourth wall in future MCU outings?
Will they each have their own fourth wall, or will it be a joint fourth wall? Because it's the multiverse. So how many fourth walls are there?
I don't know. You know what? They should never broke the fourth wall with Deadpool, even though they do have him in the comics. Maybe they should have just left it out and had him as a straightforward hero that joked a lot. I don't know. Breaking the fourth wall is just kind of destroying the whole fabric of what went before them in the Marvel universe. But then again, they've destroyed it with this stupid Kang character, haven't they? So
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, okay, let's move on. It'd be good to see the old boy back in action again.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. We talked about this on Sunday. This is another pic that's appeared. That is the 11-mile-long print of Oppenheimer. Look at the size of that.
Where are they? But this isn't in every cinema, is it? I mean, they must be showing it digitally in majority. So where are they showing this projected version then? Is it just for the premiere?
I'm kind of thinking that'll probably be in Hollywood, probably.
Yeah, premiere, I'm guessing it'll be for
Yeah.
the premiere, right? So, but you know the reason why
Jeez.
Chris Nolan has secured all those IMAX cinemas?
Because he can.
No, it's because he shot the whole thing in IMAX, and IMAX is kind of sponsoring Oppenheimer.
Oh,
So that's
fair
why.
enough.
Yeah, so that's why he gets priority over Mission Impossible.
Here you go. Nicky Rellahan's asking the tough questions. Will it bomb?
Ooh, is that a joke?
Black lives or black votes? What do you think? Pretentious shite.
I don't know if you guys remember 33. Was it 33 vinyls? That's what it looks like, a vinyl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. I mean, we should all be grown-ups by now and just admit, size doesn't matter.
That's how you use it, mate. You know that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be the person who have to lug this between all the cinemas, though. Yeah.
Who's going to see
into the projector?
Who's going to see Oppenheimer then? Chat. Anybody going to see it?
To tell you the truth, I'm not really interested. It's not my kind of film. I can understand why people would want to see it, but for me, I think he really did spoil me thinking about it. Going to see Tenet was just a waste of my time. And then the other one was the one in space with what was that one called? Interstellar. I did not like that, so I've kind of come off him. Yeah, I've come off him.
That was.
So I don't think I want to see this film. Probably catch it on TV.
I think I might go watch it for a cheap ticket, but I'm not gonna
go to IMAX.
Go out my way. Guys, are you going to watch it? I'm not going to go out my way, really.
I will be watching this. I won't go to the cinema to see it. I'll probably wait. I'm not that urgent, really, with watching it. But it does seem like an interesting movie. It might be one of those films where you just makes you think of it,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I mean, have you guys ever, before all this thing blew up with IMAX, have you guys ever watched the IMAX films that was produced by IMAX? Like, I saw one a long time ago before films wasn't IMAX. The NASA thing was amazing. You ever see that one?
Yeah, it's great. That was.
Yeah, it's really good.
Spacewalk. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Sorry, chat moved up. I wish I could IMAX, but figure I'll wait. I kind of get the feeling that it'll be good in IMAX, but I just don't want to fork out 15, 16 quid.
Could you imagine a projector operator with, was smoking with a fag in his mouth and it drops on that?
Here you go, Nicky Rellahan, £2. Real money, folks. Nolan is good, but I don't care for his movies. Yeah. I'm kind of thinking the same thing, to be fair. Here you go. Tom has some thoughts. Will save my IMAX movie outing for Dune 2. Yes, good call.
When is that being released?
November. Movie of the year for me, that is. That with Mission Impossible 7. They're the big ones for me. Sorry. Okay, shall we move on?
Move along.
Nothing to see.
Oh, God.
Speaking of IMAX and movie displays and what grabs your attention, somebody, Price of Reason posted these. And those are the kind of, the big display, the kind of hoarding things for Indiana Jones 5 and Mission Impossible. If you was to look at them, which one would grab your attention thinking, I'm going to go see?
Mission Impossible. Quite clearly. The other one's just a big logo.
Yeah, there's nothing on there that says anything about the movie at all, is it, really?
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the Mission Impossible one, and it just screams action, action, action.
Yeah.
The other one screams of, I'm an old man.
Yeah.
About there. Have you seen Tom Cruise lately, though? He's looking his age now. He's got a bit of jowls. And
well, he's 61.
Yeah, his jaws and... he's looking his age, but this was made what they started 3 years ago on this film.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I've been told by Robot Head that I should watch Indiana Jones 5 and do a.
Wait till it comes on TV. Wait till it comes on TV and then watch it. Don't go to cinema to watch it because it's all wasting your money.
He even told me that I should watch it in India and do this. And these are his words: do the slides from India and earn some money out of this shit show of a movie.
He's got a point. He's got a point.
Yeah.
He says, grab the cash while you can.
While it's fresh.
Oh, I really see. Even the guys here, look, here you go.
Don't do it.
It's the dilemma. It's the big dilemma.
You wouldn't need that many slides from the Indian version because there are plenty of TV shots and trailer shots that you can take to fill in the blanks. So you wouldn't need that many. And to be honest, it's not going to be long before this thing goes on to Disney Plus.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to watch it.
Because I think I was going to do that. I was going to go watch Mission Impossible and then maybe take some notes and then take some slides from the trailers because I'm sure it's all there. Maybe put something together for the weekend. But obviously we need to watch it. So yeah,
you need for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is a picture of a plate with a big turd in it. That's all you need, really. That's live right there.
Can you get a little fedora and just put it on top of the turd?
Would it be better if it was steaming or freshly laid or dried out a bit? Okay.
Dried out to match Harrison Ford.
Here you go, Melvin Deeply at Mr. Brown Lights. That's me. He's right. Yeah, he is. I know. I really don't want to watch it.
Don't watch it, mate. I said, if you have to, wait till it comes on TV and then watch it then.
No, I don't even want to watch it on TV. R2, I cannot bring myself to see it yet. Oh.
Well, I'll say this for it. You know, it increases the rating of Crystal Skull.
Oh, God, yeah.
Well, I've always said I don't think that's a bad movie, but it's just, just didn't quite land it. But anyway. Here you go, Nikki Rellahan, £5. Real money, folks. Tom Cruise is just getting into his future role of playing Richard Nixon.
Mm-hmm.
The jowls.
Oh.
I think. Yes. Okay. So, shall we move on?
Mm-hmm.
So if I was to see those, I think I'd definitely choose right. Don't know about you, but I'd definitely go right instead of left. This dropped as well, literally just before we came on. Rumor, the Mandalorian creator Jon Favreau, the casualty of Lucasfilm Civil War, not really working on any Star Wars anymore, which we kind of called this a year ago, didn't we? Was it a year ago?
We knew that.
No, during the Mando. That was it.
You can just imagine the fights he had with Kathleen Kennedy on set. If it is Kathleen Kennedy, that's causing all
of course it is.
Yeah, you can just imagine the fights that he's had with him. He probably said to her, "Look, that is stupid. Why have you got that in the script?" Because Favreau is not backwards and coming forwards, if you know what I mean, when it comes to telling people off. So,
for all its faults, season 1 was pretty decent.
Entertaining. Yeah, it was entertaining, wasn't it? Season 1.
I don't even think season 2 had its moments, didn't it, Z? That's when we saw Luke come back.
Yeah, it was better than. Oh, actually, no. I think the first season of Mandalorian is probably the best one.
With Gina.
You know, when he actually behaved like a bounty hunter, and actually felt like a fish out of water, having to look after this this kid.
Abby, yeah.
But no, season 2 started to go downhill, and season 3 was just diabolical.
Abysmal. Absolutely abysmal.
How long can you go on with this series just going, oh, isn't Baby Yoda cute? No, he isn't. He's 52 years old.
Almost same age as me.
Yeah, that's the way it goes, isn't it?
Well, at least you can string a couple of words together, Brown.
Just. So KK, it always goes back. It's like whenever you mention Star Wars, it always goes back to The Last Jedi, and it always goes back to KK, isn't it? Why the fuck is she still there? Does she know she's fucked up?
It's because she's got something on all of them.
At this point, she must do. She can't run this many failures.
That's right.
And still be in the position without having something on someone somewhere.
She knows where all the little skeletons in the closets are.
Yes, right.
If you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, right.
Sorry,
Shame,
folks.
Shame.
Sorry, folks.
I was saying it was a bit of a depressing subject, but I was saying to Brian earlier on this week, we were talking about some Star Wars production or other, and we just both sort of came to the realization that we're never ever going to see anything decent come from Star Wars again while Disney own it. Ever.
Yeah, no, we're not.
I think it's gone anyway.
I saw this footage, and I don't know where I saw it. I think I saw it on Instagram with George Lucas coming out of a car, and all these bodyguards around him. I never thought he'd need bodyguards. And he was going into this hotel room, and this big black guy was pushing this guy away so that he can go through the
range.
That he would have bodyguards. Do you know what I mean? Anyway,
it's a bit weird that he's not even working on anything. So
no, he's not. Yeah, it's weird.
Do you think KK's trying to finish the job?
I don't know.
As I said, folks, I know we talk about all these subjects and we talk about these for hours and hours on end, but I think we just need to accept that it's probably gone.
So Star Wars
is sad.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, if Disney goes down, which it does seem like they're trying to dig a hole for themselves, if they do go down, then Star Wars will be up for grabs, I guess, and they'll have to sell it, won't they? And they probably won't sell it back to George Lucas. Probably not interested in it anymore. But if it was put into the hands of someone that really loved Star Wars, you never know.
Yeah, John Z. I thought the job was done. Lucas was dead. Yeah, It's probably a shame that maybe Lucas and Fav didn't know each other, say 10, 12 years ago. It's a shame that because Lucas should have just got Fav to run it for him.
Lucas never should have sold it. He just should have got someone on board that he could trust as an executive producer, and he could have to run the whole thing, to oversee it, and then he could have just made sure things were past his kind of seal of quality, if you like. That's all he needed to do. He never needed to sell it, and he would have made billion upon billion upon billion.
He's made billions when he sold it. I mean, he's one of the most comfortable men money wise in the world, isn't he? So he he said it. He actually said it. I heard him in an interview saying, "Look, he said he was done with Star Wars." He says, you know, so the interview said, "Well, why don't you, you know, are you happy with what they've done with it?" And he goes, and he said he doesn't care. He goes, he has to let go of it. It's like, you know, letting go of a girlfriend and then being on their porch with binoculars. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. So he has let go of it in his heart and in his
no,
head
he has,
as well.
Here you go, Jay Goodwin. Fixing Star Wars would involve decanonizing everything Disney did, with the possible exception of Rogue One.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
Can't be fixed.
Thing is, if I was given Star Wars and you know, and I brought Star Wars, the property and the IP and everything, I would disavow all of Disney stuff. That would include Rogue One as well.
Yeah, of course, it's the only way to go. It's the only way to do it. Yeah.
And what I would try and do is I'll try and get actors, or obviously ask the estate or who looks after everyone's properties and faces, and try and bring back those three, whether it be digital or get actors that look like them, so that they could all be together in a film. That's what I would do.
That's where it went wrong. I will say to Jay, I hear what you're saying, but your logic is flawed.
Why?
You can't unsee it.
Yeah, you can't unsee it. But the thing is, though, if you give it many years, you know, so that Star Wars has stopped, and many years later, you know, bring it back. You know, you never know.
You can't forget that feeling of being broken.
It's true, but if you make a good enough movie or good enough trilogy that completely ignores all that crap, then I think the feeling of elation and enjoyment that you get from it will completely erase all that. You just wouldn't think about the other stuff anymore because you've got something really positive to replace it with. It's like Picard season 1 and 2. I mean, I personally didn't see them, but the people that saw the first two and season 3 said, like, season 1 and 2, I don't think about them anymore. It's just only season 3. That's all I care about. It's the same kind of principle.
Yeah, you can. I think you're right, Matt. You know, I think if they did bring back Star Wars and they did it right, I think you would forget about the rest of the dog shit that's been presented to us. You really would. So.
Here you go, Tim. I like saying this. Fans broke George's heart. Look at his face.
I can understand why he would be heartbroken at one point, because you do put your when you're working on something, you put, and Ian knows this, you put your literal heart and soul into what you're doing, and you've got an image in your head of people enjoying it after you've made it, and you think, I really hope that this is received well, and you put so much care and attention and you want it to be perfect, and you hone it and you shape it and you make it perfect. And then when it's just trashed on wholesale when it's released, that could be the most soul destroying thing you could possibly imagine, because you invested years and years and years of your life only for it to be just completely wasted by the people that you wished would love it.
Yeah.
You know? So I can understand why he would have felt like that. But having said that, I know for a fact that he was duped into selling it by Iger. So he toyed with the idea of selling it. And Iger tricked him into selling it. He wasn't actually going to sell it. He was tricked into selling it. So I think he does personally regret getting rid of the franchise, especially when he sees the state of it's got into, and the fact that he was an independent filmmaker when he made that original trilogy and the prequel. And he was an independent filmmaker for a reason, so he didn't have to kowtow to the machine. And he could put what he wanted into those movies without too much external meddling or any external meddling. They were purely his visions. And the only way he could do it was by doing it independently, you know, and kudos to him. That's the way you should do it. That's amazing. Absolutely incredible. So seeing how they've become everything he would never have wanted for them must be worse than ever being criticized for what he did for the prequel movies.
Absolutely, but it's not just happened once, because it's happened 3 times, because Willow went down the shitter, and also Indiana Jones. He's seen all of his babies bastardized by Disney.
Bottom rate grapes.
Well, there is a counter argument to that. You say that he's brokenhearted, but yet he turned up to the screening of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. He was there together with Spielberg, and they were there praising the film. Now, there's the argument that he got paid to do that, but why? He doesn't need the money. Do you know what I mean?
No.
He's like billionaire, so why would he? So anyway, I personally think he's washed his hands completely of it, and he doesn't really give a shit, because he's reached a certain age where he has to look after his family, he has to spend time with his loved ones. That's his main priority. Star Wars is left his heart and his mind and life. You know, he's in the twilight of his years, and he just wants to finish that and on a good note. That's what I think.
Yeah, but you'll never forget your first girlfriend. Here you go. Common People for £20. That's real money, folks. Star Wars is the equivalent of walking out of the toilet and saying to a mate, I'd give that a few minutes. As used to say by my old dad, did you wash your hands after touching it? Stream killer. And then Nicky Rellahan, £2. Again, that's real money, folks. There are money whores even when they have money.
Yeah. I mean, KK took on Star Wars and took on every one of George Lucas's properties to actually put the agenda in. It's obvious. It's obvious. I didn't get it the first time when I saw A Force Awakens. I didn't get it. I thought it was a mediocre movie.
I didn't either. I didn't understand it. Yeah.
But then I understood it in the second one, and everything that Disney's done so far, it is the same story right across the board. So there you go.
I'd probably say the Force Awakens was the kind of half acceptable. At least JJ wanted to make a Star Wars film, but anyway. But it was there. It was there, wasn't it?
Only until you realise it's just a duplicate of A New Hope.
Well, there is that, but
that's what it was.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it was.
It was, yeah. And on that bombshell, should we move on?
Oh yes. What's this?
Okay. Somebody put this in our group chats, so I thought I'd better do it. The studios and streamers reportedly have no intentions of negotiating with the Writers Guild for several more months. The end game is to allow these things to drag on until union members start losing their apartments and losing their houses, a studio exec tells Deadline. Yowza.
Well, are the actors going on strike?
They are going, yes.
The thing is, though, I don't understand. Are they still allowed to make stuff in America because of this strike? I mean, are they still allowed to make adverts and stuff? Are they?
I don't think they're allowed to improvise, are they? That's
yeah, but they're still making ads, though, because I know a friend that's going to go out to the States and be in an ad. So I don't understand how this works. If the Writers Guild is on strike, that means nothing's happening. How could they be making stuff? How does it work?
I think they're just enabling the studios, as it says there, to get rid of the crap writers. So I think they're creating a rod for their own back. Perhaps
the Writers Guild in America is quite strong. So they're going to have a fight on their hands, these studio execs.
Here you go. Jaden Smith Eyes. Yeah, Starbucks is hiring. Oh.
Learn to code.
You go, Black Lives or Black Votes. I say let them strike. They were of no value anyway.
No, there are some good writers there. Don't let the worst writers that actually gave us entertainment for the last 10 years.
God, I wished I could code. Yeah, learn to code.
Make you think that there are not good writers out there in Hollywood. There are plenty of good writers. They're just being shunned because of this woke ideology.
Plague.
Yeah.
Here you go. Bishop Moore. Hello, Bishop. AI will take over the entertainment industry, then the military, and we all know what happens then, don't we? Skynet is born, everybody.
I still think AI is dangerous.
It is. It is. Okay. I don't think it's going to end well for anybody involved in that. So shall we move on?
Yeah. What is this?
This is in honor of Barbet, but I think it's probably the sign of things to come for Doctor Who. Ian,
we know that's where it's going.
What are you talking about, Brown? They've already had a pink TARDIS in the Sylvester McCoy era.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, and the Happiness Patrol.
The thing is, though, it's obvious that Doctor Who's going that way, and good luck to it. I can see myself not watching this. It's a shame,
It's just
really.
a publicity stunt for the movie.
Yeah, Barbie movie, because he's in it, isn't he, El Shooty?
Yeah,
He is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good little tie-in, seeing as Disney's got funding with the new Doctor Who series.
Yeah.
It just seemed likely that they'd tie the two together somehow.
It's going to be awful. I don't know where I'm going to see the Barbie movie. Maybe my nieces will tell me to come with them, or make me get them tickets. But
Jim D, anybody going to see Barbie? I think it's going to do well, but is anybody here going to go see it?
I heard that it's really woke, though.
I've heard conflicting things about the Barbie movie. One say it's a really feminist movie. Other people say it's not. I'm not entirely sure what to believe.
Oh, it was Kate McKinnon's massive slip up, wasn't it? That definitely put me off watching it.
But as I said on a previous stream, there's tons of little girls who love Barbie, and an army of gay men who are going to watch this.
Yeah. So when are they going to make Action Man the movie then? That's going to be interesting.
G.I. Joe. They've already done it.
G.I. Joe is not Action Man. Action Man. We're talking about the UK Action Man.
That's the same thing.
No, it's not. In England, it's called Action Man. G.I. Joe's different.
G.I. Joe was a franchise, wasn't it? Really, Action Man was kind of
Action Man wasn't.
Action Man.
Action Man was a toy, mate. It was an action figure.
Action Man was the licensed version of G.I. Joe for the UK. For the UK.
But
you've got a decent idea there, actually, Ian. You could have him as just like a regular guy who goes to an office job or whatever, but he never has any original clothes. They're all just military. He's like Mr. Ben. He's got a closet full of all this military gear, and he hasn't got anything normal to wear. So everywhere, no matter what he does, he's always wearing something military.
There you go, Action Man, the British copy of G.I. Joe, yeah.
But maybe he can't look left and right unless somebody pushes the thing behind his back, so his eyes can go left and right.
Switch on the back of his head.
Yeah, exactly.
Here you go. Smilex, Gripping Hands, Eagle Eyes. Action Man was the best.
It was, and it had joints. It had joints that you can bend the arms and
articulated
bend the wrists and the knees and
one
the
off
feet.
The wrist, folks.
It was amazing.
Short back and sides.
That's right.
Buzz cut, yes.
Realistic hair, yeah. And also, mine didn't have the blue pants like everyone else's. Mine must have been older.
What?
Yeah.
It was also multicultural because they did Action Man of different ethnicities as well. It was the first time I'd seen a toy of a black guy before.
And he always had a scar on his face.
He did, yeah. It was great.
Amelia Bodelia, no genitals though, yes.
Yeah, he didn't have any.
Gripping Hands, useful, but not very useful with no genitalia. Think about it. Thinking Man's joke. Okay, shall we move on from Pink Tardis?
Pink Tardis.
Yes? No?
Yeah, move on.
Finley.
And Finley.
This was a shocker, folks. Manny Coto, Emmy-winning 24 writer, worked also on Star Trek Enterprise, American Horror Story, Dexter, and one of my favourites, Odyssey 5.
Did you watch that? I loved Odyssey 5.
Odyssey 5.
Peter Weller, wasn't it?
Somebody's put it on YouTube last couple of weeks as well. Odyssey 5 is on YouTube, folks.
I've never
Check
heard
it
of
out.
You've not. It was like a group of astronauts see the Earth get destroyed, and this omnipotent. Oh, I forget what he is. What was his name? Seeker, was it?
Yeah, the Seeker or something. It's just like a big crystalline alien type thing.
Yeah, sends them back in time 5 years to prevent this from happening, and it's got loads of stuff: artificial intelligence, simulants, the whole lot. I thought it was really good.
Oh, wait a second, was that the one with Peter Weller in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go, Bishop Moore. It was fantastic, and they canned it after one season.
Oh, they didn't stick the landing. Oh,
It was probably at the time probably one of the best sci-fi shows on TV, and nobody watched it.
No.
got it.
Shame.
And yeah, they got rid of it. I will say, Odyssey 5. Somebody, as I said, somebody has uploaded all the episodes.
Yep, the pilot's on there.
And the episodes as well.
Yeah.
Literally the last month or so, because I was watching the pilot yesterday, and it's great, folks. Obviously, it's very of its time, but it's got Peter Weller in it.
And also, it's a very good. It's not like it's VHS or something like that. The copies on YouTube is very good. It's like digitally. It looks like digitally restored or something.
Yeah. Coto also did, was it seasons 3 and 4 of Enterprise? That's when it started getting good, wasn't it, folks? In unison. Because again, everybody, I didn't really watch Enterprise, but everybody said season 4 was it the Xindi arc was fantastic.
I'd say watch it, Brian. I'd say watch it. Dave Cullen had some great couple of videos recently released on it. Watch his videos first, and then you'll be really revved up to go and watch it. It's far better than anything, obviously, that we've had since. I recommend it, definitely.
So Coto was responsible for Enterprise getting really, really good. He also ran some I think it's a couple of seasons of 24 as well. 24 was just fantastic.
Yeah, I love 24.
Did that end well or not?
In my opinion, it did. So the last one was the one where he was in England, and that was terrific. I personally thought so, but it ended in such a way that they could make another
10
one.
years ago that was.
Yeah, it was 10 years ago. But,
can you believe it?
I really like Jack Bauer. I think Jack Bauer is a really good character.
Yeah, I will say to John Casa, we need to know what happened to Jack. Desperately. Rabbit Hole was a nice distraction, but we need to know what happened to Jack. Sorry.
I just like the idea that Jack Bauer is a hero, right? And he does what's right in the face of incredibly stupid odds. And I just like that, like in the last one, right? They killed his girlfriend and he just goes mental and kills everybody on the boat. He just like a one-man army and just kills I don't know if you remember that scene, Ian, but
I think I need to rewatch 24, but there's a lot of seasons to watch.
It's a really good climax as well. He chops the guy's head off with a sword.
Yeah, 24 was so fucking good.
Yeah, it was good. It's
absolutely fucking great.
That's why I keep saying there's no, I mean, apart from Extraction 2, I mean, there's no real action series on TV anymore. It's like they're scared to make them, you know. And when they do make it, it's like some girl that's 5 foot tall beating up, you know, 6 feet.
There you go, Iceman. 24 was phenomenal when it aired. It was
great.
I think Peter Weller was in.
Yes, he was.
He was the main baddie on one of the seasons, wasn't he? Peter Weller.
Season 3, I think. No, 4, I think.
Yeah, so you can see why Manny Coto chose Peter Weller for. Yeah. So good, 24.
Peter Weller was also in Dexter as well.
Yeah.
He played a villain in Dexter as well.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah. Played a private detective.
I never saw Dexter.
Dexter's terrific. You should try it.
Oh my God. Look at this. Melvin Deeply. Melvin, get in the bin. Get in the bin.
24 is one of those shows that grew on me. You know, the first season I thought was really entertaining, and then it just got over the top, and it just went over the top, over the top, over the top, and you got used to it because it was so over the top. And then it just really ended. The last one was really good as far as I was concerned.
Yeah. Ego R2, the first few, I will say the first 2 seasons of Enterprise were really weak.
They were a bit.
People left and didn't come back. And then when this guy took over seasons 3 and 4, that's when it got good.
Yeah.
But the people had been lost.
Yeah, that's when they changed the title card as well, and they put Star Trek on it, not just Enterprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Make sure people knew.
Get in the bin. He died at the age of 62, pancreatic cancer.
Who did? Oh,
Manny Coto. 62 is no age, is it really?
No, it's not. People live longer than 62 these days. Depends on how you spend your life, I guess. If you're eating trash and not exercising, then, unless you've got some kind of disease or something, you know.
But anyway, okay.
Well,
so
R.I.P. Coto Gillon.
Yeah. Rest in peace, the legendary Manny Coto. So many writing credits for stuff that we loved watching. Yeah. I will say, folks, check out Odyssey 5. It's there on YouTube. It's really good. Okay. So I think that was it. That's it.
That's it.
That is it, folks. That is it. So, chat, you are wonderful. Always great to see your interaction. I know this was very, very last minute, and it was great that you turned up, folks. As I said, Wednesday is becoming a bit of a get-together for all of us. So it's really great to see you all. Everybody who's donated with the super chats, I'm speechless with your generosity. It really is keeping the channel going. So cheers, everybody. Just wonderful. Appreciate every interaction and every donation. So I will thank the guest, Zee-ThreePIO. Cheers,
Thank
pal.
you very much for having me.
Swappers, great to see you, mate. It's been a while.
Great to see you all as well. Lovely interacting with the chat, and it's been quite fun for the last 2 hours, 7 minutes. So yes, nice little chat down the pub with everybody.
Get that book, that novel finished.
Well, I would be if he didn't bloody pull me on here.
And last but by no means least, I will say check out Rebecca Gold channel, everybody. We've been doing the links in the thingy. If you're feeling generous, throw him, sub his channel and throw him a donation with his GoFundMe. Last but by no means least, the wise elder of the channel. You know the rest. The great Mega Geek himself. I know this off by heart. Ian David Diaz. Cheers, pal.
Thank you. No worries. No worries.
I think that's it, folks. We are back at the weekend, and hopefully next Wednesday normal service will be resumed. So have a great remainder of the rest of your week. We will see you at the weekend. Take care, everybody. Adios.
Bye.
Timing.